How's everybody doing today? I'm just doing a quick live here. We're going to do a quick test for live streaming on YouTube. So if you just happen upon YouTube at this point, you may be able to catch this live stream and let me know if you are seeing it. Just pop it onto the dashboard right now. Let me know what's going on. Let's see if we hopefully you see me. Ah, okay, good. I can see myself onto the settings. So if anybody is interested in a live reading, I'm going to pull a few collective cards for everybody today. We're going to start with a little bit of energy. We'll see what the energy is for today for everybody who is watching. If you do catch this while I am live, let me know. I'm just testing out some functionality today, so just bear with me as we go through the bumps, and I'm going to pull a few energy cards to see what is the collective need from today from the energy. Spirit, give me what's going on in the energy of the collective right now. Let's see what we got. Okay, I got a few cards that came out. So the collective energy right now is deceit. We're in election season. See if I can get it over my face so you can see it. There's a lot of deceit going on, so we got to be careful about that. Community, right? So Spirit's encouraging us to, get to be one with community, kind of hang out with friends, be in that space. And the last one we have is appreciation. And Spirit's just asking us to appreciate what it is that we have, in this now moment. So those are some of the energies that are presenting themselves today for the collective. And I want to see, hopefully maybe I get one or two people jumping in on this live. It's kind of an impromptu. I didn't let anybody know. And for YouTube, doing lives is usually one of those things that you have to kind of schedule a little bit more. But let's see what other uh, energies want to be shown for the collective that's watching this right now. Okay, got a few cards that just popped themselves out. A few fell right to the ground, and a few stayed up. So let's look at the ones that went straight to the ground. And so, Spirit is saying, uh, be open to accept divine guidance in your relationship, right? And why do we want to do that? We want to be open because, right now we've got a little bit of guilt that's trying to get into this place, and we're going to try to get out of that guilt. We want to get more into a happy area, but the love bond is growing, and it's growing strong, and it's going to grow stronger and stronger over time. And eventually, we're going to get to that place of commitment. So let's see what other energies came out. So Cupid's or Spirit saying honor all of your, you know, things in life, the love, everything that's around you in this present moment. Because as you start to be in that gratefulness, that honoring energy, Cupid's gonna pop his little arrow. He's gonna shoot that arrow right in your heart. So let's be prepared for that Cupid's arrow as it comes in, and let's see if we can get a little bit more information, about what's coming in with Cupid's arrow. So let's get a little bit of love advice, and if anybody does happen to catch this live and has jumped on, because this is just a test, a little pop-up, and so if anybody does catch this, um, do say hi, pop a comment in if you'd like a card or activation just for, finding me at this now moment. You'll get a free card or an activation. So with that, let's see what we get from Spirit. What is Spirit telling us about this Cupid's arrow that's coming in for the collective? Remember, this is a collective read. It may or may not all resonate with you. Some messages are specifically for specific people who will find this live. So, Spirit says what we need to do first is do a little bit of grounding. So, we need to practice a little bit of grounding. And, what is that grounding? It's, getting into that earthing energy. Go out, stand out in nature. Let all the things that are worrying you, all the excess energy, let it bleed down back into the ground to get you into a much more balanced place. And that's what grounding is, really helping you to kind of be in the moment, to ground, to allow those worries, all the problems of this world, let them fade away as they fade right into the ground. Okay, and as you're doing that, you're going to get a love call, right? Spirit saying a love call is coming in. That's what's going on with Cupid's arrow. That call is getting ready to manifest, but you have to be more balanced in your energy. And so Spirit's asking you to ground first. And that's why that Cupid's arrow is coming out. And guess what? That love call, you're going to be talking, you're going to be interested, awaiting messages, text calls, and emails because it's going to be a really good love call, provided you stay in that balanced and grounded energy. And then there's going to be some meeting, talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship, right? The coffee cup. So there's going to be some of you going out there for a coffee or maybe just an espresso martini, but you're going to be having a good, healthy, balanced conversation. So Spirit's saying this is all coming in. So I'm a little excited about that. And so let's delve a little bit more into those love energies. So let's see what Spirit wants to give us within those love energies. And for those of you who are new to this channel, I thank you for just coming by and visiting. This is a channel I started as a twin flame channel, but I've branched into other types of reading, doing some zodiac readings, and pretty soon I'm going to start doing some more lives if I can get enough uh, viewership in there. So for some of you, you're getting some signs and clues right now. This is coming to you in the offing right now. Spirit is showing you that this love is coming, but you got to pay attention to the signs. All right, and it's going to be a very positive psychic connection. This is going to be a connection that's going to really, really be soul based, a soul contract. You're going to feel it coming. And that person that's coming, love language is quality time, right? So this is a person that wants to be with you, that feels great around you. So they're going to want to spend a lot of time. And for many of you, this is a twin flame union. So I know a lot of people have been looking for that union energies. They're there, they're available to you. But let's see what's also potentially blocking you from getting to that space. And for those of you who are interested, I will be doing with the co-host, Spiritual Susan, a group healing on the 10th of November. It's the day before the 1111 portal, and the 1111 portal is also sometimes called the twin flame portal, and it's where the energies are most conducive during the time of the year for twin flame unions, for meeting your soulmate, for meeting your love interest. So the energies are there, but you have to get past all the blocks that you have put in place to prevent you from getting to that place of union, to finding that person that's meant for you, however you want to label it. And so we're going to be doing a group healing. It's going to be part light language. It's going to be part Reiki, some readings of guidance. We're going to do some meditation, some affirmations. Usually the group healings that we run usually last about an hour. It's going to be on Zoom. You're going to be able to get a recording of it after it's done, or if you can't make it, you can always just get the recording. You'll still get the same benefits of all the healing energy that's there. And it's kind of like having your own personal one-on-one healing, but at a much better price. It will be donation based, and the donations start at $30. So with that, let's see what's potentially blocking love. For those of you who are watching this, you probably see it on the replay because this is, one of these lives that I just popped up just to see if I could get it all to work. I had some challenges with YouTube on lives. And they're just not as easy to work with, not as good of a studio as TikTok, so I had to use some third-party software. So Spirit's saying that for many of you, Um, One of the largest blocks you have, and it's in losing yourself. You feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself and have your own life too, right? And this is, I'm going to hold this card up for a few minutes here. And the reason why you feel lost is because you're not allowing yourself to be you. You're trying to change yourself for what your partner wants. You are in that fear energy of what happens. Oh my God, if I don't do it exactly what this guy wants or girl wants, then they're going to leave me and I'm going to be alone. And I don't want to be alone because why? I don't like myself enough to be alone with myself. And so the first thing you need to do is start working on healing. Why is it that you have a hard time being alone with yourself? Do you always have to be out doing something as a distraction? You can't just sit in your house, sit by the fire, maybe, Netflix and chill by yourself. Do you always have to be busy, distracting, and that's because you don't really want to, see yourself for who you are, and you want to learn about yourself. You're afraid of yourself. You are not happy with yourself, and you have to start nurturing that self-love, and that's also part of what we can help you with in that the healing that's going to happen on the 1111 portal. It's going to help you with that. Too much, right? You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more, right? And this is another big one, right? We all like to do this big brain dump and tell everybody every little dirty little secret about ourselves, and we don't stop talking. I get this all the time because I talk so fast. Many times people tell me, "Yo, whoa, whoa, slow down," and so we all have to kind of pull ourselves back every once in a while, take a pause, allow the other person to say something, then get some feedback. Okay, I said a whole lot over here. Did it actually capture that or not? And it's a back and forth thing because communication is a two-way street. You can't always be talking. You can't always be listening. You have to go back and forth because that's what honest interaction is. And for others, you're burnt out, right? You feel emotionally burnt out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. And Spirit saying, for those of you who are just so burnt out from all this because you've had so much pain, so much trauma, you've been through so much, you've maybe had two or three dark nights of the soul, just one after the other, and all these life is weighing you down. Spirit saying it's time to take yourself out of life a little bit, retreat, recharge, ground, take a spiritual bath. However, it is that you are able to recharge yourself, watch a good movie, listen to some great music, but allow yourself to be comfortable within yourself and allow your energies to recharge. And once they do, then it's time to come back in. So let's get some advice from our future higher self, as to okay, so we know our blocks, and this is one of the best reads if you ever really want to the best value read. It's in this deck here, uh, what's blocking you in love. And so this read is one of my most powerful reads, and it's probably the least expensive read out of the bunch. And I priced it that way because it's enough, you don't need to really know the whole story about what's going on with your person or when your person's coming in. That's a full read, where we'll explore what energies are around you and how how the opportunities are presenting themselves. And that's what we look at least when I do readings. I look at your potential energies, what's going to keep you stuck in a karmic loop, and what's going to help you move forward into the manifestation of your desires and how do we get there, right? And so uh, knowing what it is that's causing you to stay in that karmic loop is very empowering because now you have a choice to change. You can choose to go back to that same loop and experience that all over again in a different body, or you can, or a different lifetime for that matter, or you can take a pivot and say, hey, I'm finished going through those experiences. I'd like to have a net new experience that maybe is a little bit more pleasant. And that's really up to you because you have choice, right? We're in a free will environment, and so that's why the what's blocking you is one of the most powerful ones because it allows you to be aware. Once you're aware, then you can take steps if you choose to heal whatever it is that's causing you to become stuck. It's better than just hearing how your person's acting toxic and being angry. It doesn't help anybody, but you only have to worry about yourself. Your person will come when you're in that space of attraction. Never before. Okay. So, what does your future higher self want to say? How do you They give you some words of advice. Your future higher self is the one that's actually solved this problem over and over again and knows exactly what's going on. So, future higher self is saying big dreams are built by those who do the work, right? So, this is a huge one. Your higher self is saying, stop, the fake healing while just listening to some, YouTube videos with some frequencies on it and, saying love and light and I love everybody and I forgive everybody. But that's hollow until you actually get into the trauma and actually start dealing with it and looking at your shadow, being able to be alone with yourself and being okay with it because you know you're all you need. It's a big one. Got to do the work. And you're a beacon for others to follow, so don't hide the bright light that you are. And a lot of us will sit and dim our light to try to fit in, to try to be with the in crowd, wear the right clothes, wear bland shirts instead of something bright because your friends are, well, oh my God, you can't wear that bright shirt. You're a guy, and they'll come up with every excuse in the world why you should conform. And sometimes you just got to be your own light. And as people realize that you are who you are and you follow what you follow, you become much more attractive because of the confidence that you eschew and the light that you also push out. So with that, that is the advice from your higher self. So let's look at some timing. And when we look at timing, we always look at it as a probability, a possibility. It's never a, let's just one and done it. Because why? It's timing is fluid because everything changes. And once you try to put control on time and control on outcomes, it never happens because now you're constraining spirit to something that potentially can't be the way that you want it to be, but it could be so much more if you allowed it to just evolve as it should. And so for some of you, this is going to be uh, more than a year. That's a tough message to hear, but it's time to go heal. Spirit's also saying way off in the future and at night. So if you're seeing this, let me see if I can get that card. Here we go. Get the card in and play at night, right? So it's going to take a little time here, right? And why is it going to take time? Because good things, you know what they say, it's the lower the valley or the deeper the valley, the higher the hills. And so the potential is that you can go really, really high, but you may have to, sit down all the way in the depths of hell to solve the traumas that will then allow you to move into the place of bliss. And with that, I thank everybody for coming to, if, even if you're just watching it on the replay, I'm going to try to do a bunch more of these lives. I'll probably do some with Spiritual Susan, both on this channel and on my YouTube channel for spiritual healing, the Silver Fox Spiritual, where I do light language activations. But I just wanted to get one of these out here at a little free time today to really work on the technology of this to make sure that I get it right. And last time I tried to do this with YouTube, I had a lot of problems because of the streaming software changed and screwed up all my settings. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. If you do have some questions and you do want me to do some live reads, I'm going to need you guys to put some comments in there because I need to get a little bit more viewership in here. So if you could share and share this out a little bit, then we can start doing some more lives because it's no fun when I'm doing a live and there's nobody there because nobody's expecting a live to come through. Today was just a test, but I'll put some notice ahead of time. And with that, I thank everybody. I appreciate you for watching, even if you're just watching it on the replay. And have a great day.